Hi everyone, welcome to Science News Series by Dr. Lokendra Kumar. In this series, we will discuss in detail about major scientific discoveries and science news of the world. In this episode, we will discuss about the Chandrayaan program, which is an ongoing series of outer space mission by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. The Chandrayaan program is a collective effort by India to explore moon surface. Where there is a water, there is a life. Like other outer space missions, this mission was also focused on finding water on the surface of moon and also to understand the chemical composition of moon. The latest operation in this series was Chandrayaan-2. If successful, it would be a significant achievement for India's space program and would have made India the fourth country to soft land a probe on the surface of moon, following USSR, USA and China. The main scientific objective of Chandrayaan-2 was to map the location and abundance of lunar water. Lunar water is water that is present on the surface of moon. Liquid water cannot persist at the moon's surface, and water vapor is decomposed by sunlight and quickly lost to outer space. However, scientists have found that water ice could survive in cold, permanently shadowed area at the moon's poles. This water is lunar water, and this mission was focused to look to those areas where there is a chance that water could be present. Chandrayaan-2 mission had four major components: Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, which is GSLV, Lunar Orbiter, the lander named Vikram, and the Lunar Rover named Pragyan. GSLV Mk III was used for this mission. GSLV Mk III is a medium lift launch vehicle developed by the Indian Space Research Organization. GSLV Mk III has a higher payload capacity than the similarly named GSLV Mk II. ISRO successfully conducted the first orbital test launch of GSLV-III on 5th June 2017. In June 2018, the Union Cabinet approved 4,338 crore rupees, which is $630 million to build 10 GSLV Mk III rockets over a 5-year period. Second major component of Chandrayaan was the orbiter. It is the space probe that orbits around a planet or other astronomical objects. The weight of the orbiter was 2,379 kilograms. The power generation capacity of the orbiter was 1,000 watt. The orbiter is equipped with different kinds of camera to create high-resolution three-dimensional maps of the surface. It would remain in orbit for at least 1 year. The third important component of Chandrayaan mission was the lander. Lander is called Vikram, named after Vikram Sarabhai, who is widely recognized as the father of Indian Space Research Program. Very important point to be noted is that it is the first time that ISRO is attempting to soft land a module in extraterrestrial space. To enable a smooth landing, the speed of the lander just ahead of touchdown should be 1 meter per second or 3.6 km per hour or less than that. The main objective of lander is to study the moon surface and look out for seismic activity. The fourth most important component of the mission was rover. The rover was called Pragyan, means wisdom. The rover's mass was about 27 kilograms and it operated on solar power. The 6-wheeled solar power rover was designed, developed and built by ISRO. The primary objective of the rover is to study the composition of the surface near the lunar site and determine the abundance of various elements. This was all about the major components of the Chandrayaan-2. Now let's discuss the Chandrayaan-2 mission in detail. The Indian Space Research Organization launched Chandrayaan-2 on July 22, 2019. It reached the moon's orbit on 20th August 2019. It spent 2 weeks lowering its orbit in steps. The lander named Vikram began its journey to moon on the morning of 1st September 2019. Moments before it was expected to touch down the surface, communications were completely lost. Vikram's final vertical velocity seems to have been around 58 meters per second from 330 meters above the surface, quite fast for a lunar landing. ISRO chief K. Shivan later said the lander performed as expected until about 2.1 kilometers in altitude. Still, its fate remains unclear. The Chandrayaan-2 orbiter, however, will continue to carry out an array of studies from altitude about 62 miles above the lunar surface for at least 1 year. The scientists and engineers who were key to the development of Chandrayaan-2 project include ISRO Chief K. Shivan, Ritu Karidhal, Mission Director, Mallaswamy Annadurai, Project Director, Muthaiya Vanitha, Project Director, Chandrakanta Kumar, Deputy Project Director, Amitabh Singh, Deputy Project Director. On Chandrayaan-2 mission, PM Modi said, "Science is never satisfied with the results. There are no failure in science, only experiments and efforts. ISRO has done landmark work in the past and surely will do great work in future. Whole nation is in support for ISRO scientists for their extreme effort and dedication." With this note, I conclude the first episode of the Science News series. If you like my work and if you want me to make more educational videos on current scientific topics, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Basic Science Series. Thank you and Namaste.